of timing.
I know. We did the whole exercise. But
Absolutely.
this is tough. But I hope that that someone has been writing in the group so
Yeah.
that we see. And actually, what I would like the leaders, the breakout room leaders to do is to start with where you ended.
The solutions.
If that is the solution, it's good. If it's do you want me to share from our group first? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so I had Patty in the group and Akot. So that was really a nice group. And I'm going to do it a little bit more about, the 10 steps. 10 was fears, depowering, resilience, climate change, humanity, school system, poverty, connection, housing, and discrimination. So we came with the three most important topics for us were fear, climate change, and humanity. Then fear, what can we do? Communication, show compassion, and curiosity. And in the end, the real action groups was moving into smaller groups for action, this for the conversations, so that we really start talking with younger and older generation about these topics and education. Climate change, teach children and adults, we added to climate resilience and sustainability. Learn to listen and plant trees. And Akot came with a great idea. Every birthday you plant a tree. And actually what she wanted to say was that someone who is 10 years old plants 10 trees. Someone who is a little bit older plants a little bit more trees, according to your age. So that's really,
Ambitious.
something, an action. Yeah.
Donna, we have a lot of trees to
We
plant.
have a lot of trees to
Yeah.
plant. You're not the oldest in the room. And then humanity, center, it needs to be the center of our decision making. Talk together, no judgment, respect, listen, not demoralize, and empower girls. And we adopt Barbara's one act of kindness a day
Or more.
or more.
Don't
Yes.
limit yourself.
At least, yes. Okay, so that was a little bit, how we went through that process. If you came to just, the second step, it's okay. So, who wants to share?
Well, we had climate change awareness and sustainability. These are the challenges. Peace and understanding, bringing generations together, mentoring, creating dialogue to deal with conflict, polarization and open mindsets, civility so that was all to do with that, promoting cross-cultural understanding. So they were our 10. We then brought it down to the top 3, building peace and understanding, promoting climate change and sustainability, and promoting cross-cultural, intergenerational understanding.
Okay.
And it all comes together. It's all gelled together by mentoring. Okay? So, and then we started on our solutions, but we only got 3. So the first one was intergenerational cafes, bring people together from all dimensions, all cultures, cross-cultural, and from all different countries to promote social activism. And then dialogue. bring people together to have dialogues, train facilitators who know how to dialogue properly.
Mhm.
And then sustainability, Female Wave of Change in Canada have a Mother Earth Outdoor Ambassadors program. Let's incorporate that everywhere across the world. Thank you.
Mhm. Mhm.
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Did I do us justice, girls?
Yes.
Wonderful. Next group.
Yeah, I can go.
Yes.
So we did not make it to round two, which was very interesting. I was with I need to put my glasses on, but I was with Corinne and with Deborah, and we had very different angles, all of us. So we talked about inclusion, but that's a very broad term. So we tried to define what that was, but also respect for different views, coming from the heart, spirituality, interconnectiveness, keeping ourselves healthy so we can actually do the work. Talked about the ageism in leadership positions, where you're either too young and not experienced enough or too old and being pushed out of the organization. Also about resilience and embracing change, and how do we manage 5 different generations in one organization. Thinking beyond the box, courage and willingness to stand up and speak up where others stay quiet. So I think we had some of the solutions or ways to go already in the topics that made it a little bit difficult to get it all together. But I think we ended the conversation on how important it is that if we want to make any change, any one of us, that we really need to take care of ourselves and our body and our spirit and our mental wellness. Because otherwise we cannot really create any communities, we cannot support anybody else, we cannot inspire anybody else. So I think that one was came out for us as very important. We've been talking about ageism, so I mean that is important across. But I also we ended up adding the difficulty or the challenge for organizations. It's not just about us as individuals. It's a challenge for organizations if you have 5 different generations working together. And how do organizations do that? And it's vital. And I'm adding this from my own experience. We didn't talk about this, but I mean, if we cannot have the people working well together, your organization is just not going to be as successful. I mean, in the end, it's the people who have to get done. So I think that's a little bit where we landed it. So
Okay.
thanks.
Okay. Yeah, great. Yeah. And you know, that is on all these topics that we bring forward right now. It is not solved immediately. It is not, there's different perspective, but it is also about, so what is the first thing you think about?
Yeah.
So thank you, Patricia.
Sure.
Next.
Okay, I will.
Yeah, Robert. Yeah.
Yeah, so we scribbled down about 10 or maybe more challenges like dialogue, was mentioned before, bridging, language, mind shift, attitude, ownership, leadership, action by itself, diversity, and we mentioned storytelling. And we picked out mind shift, language, and ownership. Those were the top 3 that we discussed. In my group, we had Edward, we had Donna, and who do I forget? I think myself.
Mama Yvonne.
Edward, I mentioned you. Yeah, well,
Mama Yvonne.
Oh, Mom Yvonne, where are you? Oh, yeah, there you are. Mom Yvonne was also part of our group. We were 4. Thanks, Edward. So those 3, mind shift, language, and ownership. And we picked language to work that out. So we had 60 seconds left to create an action plan.
Mm-hmm.
And that started by knowing our audience.
Mm-hmm.
You know, who are you talking to? What kind of language are you supposed to use? Um, know the journey, so know where you're going to, purpose, things like
Mm-hmm.
that. Know your journey, the intentions, if you like. Make that clear, vision, whatever. And then, of course, the last thing within the last 3 seconds, I wrote down action plan. So create an action plan.
Yes. Yeah.
One of the
Very
actions is
important.
create an action, plan your actions,
Yes.
and then
Yeah.
work your plan. Yeah,
Work your way through it. Yes.
yeah.
Yes. Well, wonderful. Fantastic. I think I had everyone covered. Yes. Okay. Well, it's really amazing. And again, I hope that the breakout room leaders have taken notes so that we can all learn from it. Um, just wrapping up, it has been a great afternoon, day, evening, midnight, Clara. I don't know what time it is right now, but what time is it? Midnight. Well, you're muted, so I don't hear you. You're still muted. Yeah,
2 a.m.
it's 2 a.m. I really, really appreciate it that you're still here.
I'm still
Yes. Looking at the theme that we're working on, it's um, there is so much wisdom here in the room. There is so much that needs to be done. That for me is always, how are we going to leave this world? Is it that we're really happy about what is happening now, or can we take next steps? Can we take the next steps tomorrow, tonight, in the next week? It can be big, it can be very small, and it still will create that wave in the end, the drop in the ocean. And that is what we as the Wise Move Society, of course, also will keep working on. It is about awareness, but it is also very much about taking action about things that you can change in your own life, but also in the lives of others. And what are you going to do for the next so many years of your life? What is it that you really want? Is it making you happy? We haven't heard that word before, but it is so important. So, we did make some changes about the way that we are acting within the Wise Move Society, and those who are members will receive that an extended email in the beginning of next week. So this is recorded. Everything is recorded, and you will also receive a link to the recordings, and we create a workbook so that those who have not been able to join us, that they can also do the thinking, at least be inspired and do the thinking. And other things, we still do great programs, the entrepreneurship program, and that is not only for people who choose to start a business, but also be the entrepreneur in organizations, because we really need them there as well. We have a program on purpose, finding your purpose, and we have heard it several times today. It is so important, that purpose, that passion. You heard with Ivat, we are working on something on artificial intelligence, also something that is part of our life. So how can we deal with it? What do we need to know? What do we want to know? And the other thing, the last thing that I am going to mention is the mentoring program. And that is, I think, 80% final. So we still need to work on several issues, but there will be a mentoring program. So there will be a program to guide those who want to be mentors, that they know how to do that. And of course, there will be a framework on how that the mentors will be working with other generations, especially. So we'll be working on that intergenerational aspect. There's too much. There's too much. I'm going to finish off, and it's 1 minute past the hour. Thank you very much to all the speakers, to those who are here to lead the breakout rooms. For those who participated as members, non-members, it doesn't really matter. You have really added to a conversation that is so important in times like this. So thank you again. I cannot share this enough. And well, I really hope to see you soon.